It's your boy Rodney Perry. I'm bringing you an evolutionary experience. Hey, it's game changer.
Hi, this is India with Designer Accessory Adoption. Thanks for watching this video. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new or even if you are returning, either way, thank you for clicking play. Today's video will be about 5 basic tips to build your capsule wardrobe. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so like I mentioned in the title, we're going to be talking about 5 basic tips, and I'm picking at my notes over here to build a basic wardrobe. So tip number 1 is going to be starting with your neutrals. And actually, before I go into that, I just really want to say, think of this as a journey. You're not going to take these tips or any tips that anyone gives you and just be able to completely just clean out your closet and start from scratch. Well, you could do that, but it would be very expensive. So think about, you're going to build this over time. You're going to evolve your capsule wardrobe, your closet over time. So just think about it that way, that you can start with this base point and then you're going to slowly build from there. So it's not going to be an overnight process. Now, sorry, just wanted to throw that in there for all those new people that are trying to clean out their wardrobe, clean it up, clear it up. All right, so like I said, first tip is going to be start with your neutrals. So you are going to pick a neutral color. So what are neutral colors? Those are going to be colors that go with pretty much anything. They are your base. So whether that's going to be black, navy, gray, those are considered like your neutral colors. You can even, white is actually considered a neutral as well. However, it's not as versatile because not as many people will wear white pants, for example, year-round, or a white dress year-round. But if you want to do like a spring neutral base color of white and then also do a fall winter base neutral color, you can do that as well to kind of mix it up so that way you don't get bored. But if you start with your neutrals, and you can pick more than one neutral, but if that's too overwhelming for you, just start with one. So I would say first, look at your closet, see what you have, and then see where that base neutral can be. So if you have a lot of colorful tops in your closet, then starting with, black or your gray or navy is going to be where you want to go. Also, take a look at your shoes also. Navy, a lot of times, most people are not going to wear pretty much like black shoes with navy, but if all you have are black shoes, maybe you don't want to pick navy blue as your base because you already have shoes to go with black. You already have black shoes to go with your, I was about to say your accessories, but your other clothing. So just think about that. Take a peek at your closet. Figure out where that neutral base is going to be. And you can always add neutrals, but you just want to see where your starting point is going to be and then incrementally change that along the way. Number 2 is going to be start with your basics. So if you watched my video last week, if you didn't, I will stick that down below in the description details so that way you can hear about that, see that video as well, where I talk about basics, classics to build your wardrobe. So it's going to also be building that, building your classics. And I'm sorry, if you see me looking down, it's because I have my notes over here and I'm trying to stay on track and not have this be a super long video. All right, so like I said, it's going to be starting with your classics. So that's going to be finding a classic top, like a classic top as your base point, a jacket, whether that's a blazer, or if your dress is more casual, if you don't foresee going back into the office for a longer period of time, maybe you want to start with a jean jacket or a anorak or something like that. That just is a classic top, that jacket that you can use and it will take you from season to season. Also, something else would be your shoes, like I mentioned. So what's that base for your shoes? That basic pair of heels, that basic pair of flats or sandals, whatever pair of shoes you're most comfortable wearing and you feel like you can get a lot of wear out of, that's where you're going to start your basic. And like I mentioned before, your base point as far as those basic items for your wardrobe. And like I said before, look at your closet, take inventory and figure out where to start. Because the idea here is, even if you want to go to the mall tomorrow or order things online, you want to build slowly because this is an expensive process. And it's over time, at least it makes it less expensive when you are adding pieces strategically that you can work with and use rather than buying a jacket. You have nothing to go with the jacket and then you're still wasting money because you have to have that jacket sitting there until you kind of get some items to go with it. So definitely think about it in that way and make sure you're looking at it. A lot of people, usually you don't go to the grocery store without making a grocery list to say what you do or do not have. So you don't want to buy milk if you already have milk. Same concept here. You don't want to have to buy an outfit that doesn't go with any of the shoes you have or something like that. You know, just start pretty much. So I'm rambling now. Sorry. So you get what I mean. All right. So next tip up is going to be tip number 3. And that is I'm just going to bring the notebook paper over here so I can stop leaning over. All right. All right, so next tip is going to be pick complementary items you can mix and match. So I've been saying it before, take inventory of your closet. If you see that you have a lack of tops that are versatile and can go from your pants and your skirt or different pant to pant, then that's where you want to start off with finding that classic top, that versatile top, that basic top that's going to help increase the versatility and the variety in your closet. But like I said, with that tip, that is an example. So that plain and simple, pick items that are mixed, that you can mix and match, right? So, and a good thing idea here is also being able to layer. So if you have a sleeveless top, then maybe you need a jacket, so that way you can wear your sleeveless top in the warmer months or when you're outside of work. And then you can throw a jacket on it when you're at work and it becomes a professional looking outfit or it becomes a more dressy looking outfit, what have you. Definitely you can throw it, add to it. You can throw it on a dress, so on and so forth. So definitely just pick items that you can mix and match and be strategic about what you're looking for. A lot of stores, because people are not going to the office, people really aren't going out as much, and now that we have the vaccine coming around and people are starting to do a lot more moving around and traveling a little bit more, you want to start thinking about those things, building your wardrobe, and taking advantage of stores because they have been having amazing sales this entire year, and even 2020, that whole time period, they were having sales because people weren't buying those items, so you could get amazing deals, and you still can. So definitely be strategic about what you're doing. You probably heard me say this like 5 times, but think about what you're going to do when you're mixing and matching and figure out what's going to give you the most use for what you have in your closet right now. So that is tip number 3 for mixing and matching. Next up is going to be tip number 4, and that is going to be wear only the items that you just purchased and that you plan on working with for the next few months. That is going to force you to be more versatile, work those items into your closet, and figure out different ways to wear them. If you watched that other video last week, thank you very much for watching. Also, if you haven't watched it and you're going to rewatch it, you're going to hear me say this in that video, which is going to be, I always lose my train of thought. Sorry. I start rambling and I forget what I'm going to say. Sorry about that. So pretty much, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember. If I remember, I'll say it. But, okay. I'm getting excited, too, so sorry. I like talking about this topic. But anyway, you want to basically take those items and you want them to have the versatility. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Pretty much I was going to say, a lot of times you could have a closet full of clothes. I have been guilty of this. And I will say, I had nothing to wear. Or I will take inventory of my closet and see that I have dress clothes. I have clothes for work, clothes for church. I have clothes for formal, but no casual. So if that's where my gap is, then I need to find versatile pieces for casual, so I'm not feeling like I have to buy a new outfit every time I need to go to a picnic or go to just some casual outing that does not require me to dress up. So keep that in mind. But a lot of times we get bored because we always wear this top with this pair of pants and this pair of shoes. But if you're building on those versatile pieces and building on your base, then you're able to mix and match. So then I can wear a jacket A with dress number B. That's not a number. Jacket A with dress B. And then I can also layer top A with dress C. And then if it gets colder, I can put a nice overcoat on top of it, and then I have a nice little layered piece. But find ways. This challenge that I'm putting in here is just when, and also the point that I'm making, which is building on what you have. That way, one, you're not just throwing everything out. Two, you're working with what you have, which makes it less expensive. And three, is challenging you to work it in and find different ways to wear it and be strategic about the whole thing. So when you start building that base wardrobe and you have enough of those items that I've just given tips for, then you're able to challenge yourself and say, well, let me just see how this looks together. And take pictures of yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and plan this out in advance and work those outfits and see how you can wear them in different ways. Even changing your earrings, throwing a scarf on it changes the look. So don't just think just because you have a plain base of a white top and black bottom, you can't mix that and match that a little bit with a different jacket or a different necklace or something like that, and it becomes a different look to that outfit. So definitely challenge yourself and make yourself try to be versatile pretty much and work with what you have. So that way over time you're not having to spend more money on clothing items, and you don't feel like it's nothing wrong with buying the next trendy sweater or whatever, but maybe you're just adding one thing versus you having to feel like you need to buy 8 outfits for the season because you feel like you don't have enough. And then you're looking around like, well, I didn't even wear these 8 sweaters because, for whatever reason. So I will stop going off on a tangent. We're at 11 minutes. All right, so last tip, because I said I was going to give 5. So tip number 5 is going to be add pops of color that are complementary and versatile. Same thing here that I've been saying before. Work your closet. So if your closet is full of all blacks, all neutrals, kind of those basic colors, then this is where you definitely want to invest your money in and get a bright colored sweater or interesting patterned shirt or I wouldn't say a printed jacket. You could do that, but then that jacket is not as versatile anymore. So I would say sticking with like a pattern top, pattern dress, classic pattern dress, or a bright color sweater or something like that is where you want to mix and throw in your wardrobe. Even if you have like a lot of black pants or dresses and you want to kind of spark a little bit of vibrancy and spark up your shoe color, this is where you can buy extra pops of color in your shoes. So just look for ways that you can kind of throw something to accentuate your personality, accentuate your style in your clothing items, and finding different ways to do that. So that is also through pops of color and patterns. So definitely just figure out what's gonna work and then plan out what you want to buy. So those are 5 tips on building a capsule wardrobe. And like I mentioned, this is going to be a journey, not a sprint. It takes time to get there where you have your base pieces, but definitely keep working at it. Plan ahead and be willing to mix and match off of your items to your basics or whatever, just to make sure that you're challenging yourself to create different looks and different outfits. So that way you can get to that point where you can make 30 different outfits with 5 items, for example. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you're building your capsule wardrobe. Any questions that you have, definitely throw those in the comments below. If you're listening to the video still now, you were at the end, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I typically love videos every Wednesday covering topics related to fashion, luxury, more so focused on the pre-loved market, but I do throw in lifestyle. I'm starting to do fashion topics as well as like this one, as well as other ones that you'll see in the future. So I just need you to do 2 favors for me, and you can pick one or both. First off, if you're enjoying the video, obviously if you made it to this point, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. You obviously like something about it, and I would really appreciate that, so it will be shared with other people. Also, definitely tell your friends about my channel as well. And if you want to subscribe and get those notifications every time I load a video, definitely please go ahead and subscribe, because Designer Accessory Adoption is always accepting other groups on the team. We're very inclusive over here. So that's my little spiel and public announcement, I guess I'll say. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you again next Wednesday. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.